family, friends, faculty and staff, and my fellow graduates. If everyone could please bow their heads and pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for all of those that are gathered here today to celebrate a step forward into new places with new people and new experiences. Let us not forget the blessings that follow behind us. Thank you, Lord, for the school that has provided us with a safe place to learn and a strong foundation to build upon as we take this next step into the world. For our teachers that have been with us every step of the way, that have seen us through our good and bad, for our families that have supported us and cared for us, and for my fellow classmates. Thank you, Lord, for the friendships that have been formed over the past years, the memories that have been made within these walls, and the lessons we have learned from each other that we will never forget. As we all go our separate ways, I pray you will guide each and every one of us with wisdom when we need it, strength when we are weak, and comfort when we are sad. I pray that you, Lord, will give us compassion, patience, kindness, and I pray you remind us daily to love each other as you have loved us. I pray you will protect us from the evils of this world, and I pray for salvation for those that do not know you. Let us love each other fearlessly and seek your will earnestly all the days of our lives. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, staff, administrators, trustees, and everyone watching elsewhere. Welcome to the graduation of the University Heights Academy class of 2022. Our first normal graduation in 3 years makes for a truly incredible day that we will never forget. I have been fortunate to attend this school for the past 15 years. Being a Blazer has meant the world to me and has introduced me to an incredible support system that has become my second family. Families love each other, though there are some complications, like in middle school when Mrs. Burnham had to teach our class that it is never okay to call your teacher an artichoke. This love has come with change that we may not always like, such as me sobbing the morning of the first day of kindergarten because I wouldn't have Miss Cannon or Mrs. Faith. These changes have forced me to grow. Not only have I grown intellectually, I've grown emotionally and socially. Our class has undergone tremendous growth during our time at UHA. Whether it was 5 or 15 years, we are all Blazers through and through. Speaking of Blazers, in lower school, the late, great Mr. Weaver taught us a song, endless rounds of, "We are the Blazers, mighty, mighty Blazers. Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them. We are the," you get the gist. It usually ends with people repeatedly chanting UHA and clapping. Personally, this ranks my top 10 songs of all time. With the help of Mr. Weaver, we were able to perform this song in the 5th grade as a part of the trash can band during Blazers Night Out. We enlightened the crowd with the sweet, sensational music of the bangs and clangs of children hitting trash cans with drumsticks. It was glorious. While the song is perfect as it is, I'm going to, in the name of artistic liberty, make a few edits to describe this class. We are the Blazers, mighty, mighty Blazers. Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them. We are the leaders of the future, filled with the knowledge to succeed, fueled by the support of the Blazer family. We are the individuals, unique in our abilities, will create good in the lives of every person we encounter. We are the artists, the academics, the athletes, the builders, the pathfinders, and the citizens of tomorrow's world. We are the Blazers, forging our way into the future, spreading green and gold from Hopkinsville out. Regardless of what happens after graduation, I'm beyond positive that our class will be the ones to make a difference. It is in our nature to push boundaries, solve problems, and unite people. Soon, our class will disperse across Kentucky and the globe. No matter where we travel or who we confront, we, the class of 2022, will be a mighty force of knowledge and good. That's the Blazer spirit, a green and gold stream that flows through our bodies like a river flows through a canyon. I'm thankful for all this school has given me. The pieces of the puzzle that form the young man before you today come from the lessons instilled in me throughout my youth. Nothing I will say or do will ever repay the love the UHA family has given me. A wise man named Simon Hill once said, "Life is a work of art. Make yours a masterpiece." No matter what our future creations look like, they will always shine bright because we, the class of 2022, have gold within us. Green and gold. Thank you.
I'm a little shorter than Sam. That was fantastic. Thank you, Sam. In April of 1980, the Board of Trustees approved and sanctioned the Norman J. Weimer Faculty Award. The award is voted on by faculty and given annually to a faculty member who best exemplifies outstanding academic leadership in the classroom. The faculty member who is selected for this award receives a $200 stipend provided by the Board of Trustees and a plaque commemorating the honor. Each recipient's name from year to year will be affixed to a school plaque located in the hallway by the front office. UHA is fortunate to have excellent teachers, and choosing just one for this award is difficult because so many, or all of them, are deserving. This year's winner is certainly very deserving. The 2022 Norman Weimer Award goes to Miss Griffin Moore. Miss Moore is a wonderful teacher to all students at UHA. She is knowledgeable and has a natural gift of delivering effective, creative instruction. She teaches art classes to lower school as well as studio art 2 and digital graphics arts 2 in the upper school. Her rapport with her students and colleagues is outstanding. She truly cares for others and is always willing to step in and help in any situation. Ms. Moore simply is delightful, and she provides her students daily with meaningful learning experiences. Ms. Griffin Moore has made so many contributions to our school. Not only has she strengthened our art department, but she has allowed us to offer additional electives. Ms. Moore and her students help to make our school a cheery place with beautiful artwork displayed in our hallways. Most recently, Ms. Moore had her Studio Art 2 class paint magnificent murals in our restrooms. She also has helped with the design of school ads, sets for school performances, and much more. Ms. Moore's impact on UHA is so positive, and we are very blessed to have her. Griffin is truly loved by her students and colleagues.
First, I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight as we honor the friendships, accomplishments, and academic achievements of this year's graduating class. My classmates and I have put in many hours of diligent work to get to where we are today, and we are very excited to be holding the first normal graduation ceremony in 3 years. When I first sat down to write this speech, I was unsure of the path I wanted to take. I did not know what to talk about, who all to thank, or on what memories to reminisce. But I knew one thing. Class of 2022, it has been one heck of a ride. From fighting over the swings at recess, to picking dodgeball teams in PE, to taking many class trips together, including a mission to the moon in the 6th grade, all the way through a global pandemic, and now to being the first class to successfully plan their senior prank without the teachers knowing, and honoring Mr. Dennison at this year's Spirit Games with a hot pink t-shirt. Dare I say again, class of 2022, it really has been one heck of a ride. My time at UHA began 15 years ago, and I can honestly say I have been truly blessed with every second spent inside these walls. The teachers here, UHA provides a nurturing environment where every student is presented with opportunities to excel both in the classroom and on the field. The teachers here become second moms who care for each student, and friends start to feel like family the minute you walk through the door. At UHA, we have learned so much more than your typical science, English, history, and math lessons. We have learned the meaning of friendship, the importance of hard work, what it means to be a strong leader, and how to be a good citizen. I'm sure I speak for most of us when I say we have made some of the best memories at this school. The friendships we've made and the lessons we've learned will stick with us as we take on a new chapter of life. I hope everyone will take all of the memories and all the moments they've gathered with them as they venture to college and begin a new journey. I know I will. The memories we've made and the experiences we've endured will shape us as we continue to grow in a new place surrounded by new people. University Heights Academy is all I have ever known, and I have loved every minute of supporting my Blazer family. I am forever thankful for the memories I have of pouring my heart and soul onto Gibbons Field, running my hardest at track meets and track practices, and cheering on the Blazer basketball team. I know I will always bleed the green and gold wherever I go, and I'm sure many of you will too. As I think about the class of 2022, I'm in awe of our close bond and friendship between one another. While we may not all be the best of friends or call each other up on the weekends, I know I can count on each and every one of you to have my back when I need it most. We have all been together for so long and probably act more like siblings than friends. Sure, our time together is coming to a close, but our memories will last a lifetime. No other graduating class is as close as we are today, and I am incredibly thankful for the impact you all have had on my life. I know without a doubt I could sit at a table with any one of you and carry a conversation or recollect on a shared memory. So thank you, Sarah, for always giving me the best advice, encouraging me to do things I never thought I would do, and for always being the B. Davis to my P. Sawyer. Thank you, Brianna, for always checking in on me, always hyping me up, and sharing my Your Sports Edge posts on Facebook. Thank you, Reagan, for being my best party gal and always making me laugh. Thank you, Emma, for being my teammate and partner in crime on and off the field. Thank you, Evan Pyle, for never failing to keep AP Gov interesting. And thank you, Connor, Will, and Sam, for being the best big brothers I never had. And thank you, class of 2022, for being some of the most sincere, loving, and influential people I have ever met. This class has had many obstacles thrown our way, but we have taken each challenge and turned it into a beautiful learning opportunity. If one thing is certain, it is that the class of 2022 will not be held back. We will fight to be above average and to reach our fullest potential. Through grace and positivity and determination, we will leave a legacy. As we all are about to go our separate ways, I would like to share with you a quote about new beginnings. And suddenly you know, it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. Let's start the journey. Our time at this school and wherever we go next will not be remembered because of our wealth or our popularity or our individual talents. We will be remembered for our integrity and our character and our kindness to others. Let's start this next chapter of our lives by being the people we've always wanted to be. Let's get out there, work hard, and make our dreams come true. Thank you.
These children are tall. And now I've made it. Mr. Dennison. Oh, I think I got it. Thank you, Piper. That was beautiful. As you know, this class is an amazing group, and to select one student for the Head of School Award is nearly impossible. To prove this point, I want to share some exciting news. This class of 38 seniors to date has earned over $1,230,051. That's in scholarships. That is not including Keys money, and we are still learning of additional scholarships daily, right, Miss Steele, wherever you are. This is the most scholarship money ever earned by a senior class in the history of UHA. So congratulations. The talent in this class is abundant and very diverse. I am confident this fine group will go on and do amazing things and make tremendous contributions. We are so very proud of each of you. As you know, every morning I say you have two jobs at UHA. One is to work hard, and the other is to be a good citizen. This year's recipient of the Head of School Award is certainly a model for these ideas. She has been at UHA for 14 years. She is a great student and shows up daily ready to learn and work. She has maintained a high GPA throughout high school. She excels in the classroom and beyond. She is the editor-in-chief of our school yearbook, vice president of Key Club, and member of the leadership team of our Fellowship of Christian Students Club. In addition, she's an active member of other clubs such as Beta Club, NHS, Subdeb 1, Interact, and Y Club. All of these clubs provide opportunities for service hours in our community, and she is an active participant. She is always willing to volunteer to help others, and she accomplishes all of this while babysitting and caring for others. With all these honors, the most impressive thing to me is her character. She is truly a ray of sunshine and spreads her positivity and kindness to all she meets. I have seen her kindness when she doesn't even know I'm looking or anyone else is looking. She is the first one to cheer on her classmates. Piper even mentioned that. She encourages and includes others. She is wise and sees the good in everyone. This young lady worked in the school office last year, her junior year, and we could always depend on her to do the right thing and handle things responsibly. We often ask her, please just drop out of high school so you can be our full-time office assistant. Obviously, she declined that request. It is with great pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Head of School Award to Sarah Davis.
An anonymous author once said, "Families are like branches on a tree. We grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one." Over the past 7 years, UHA has truly become my second family. On my first day of 6th grade, I walked into UHA terrified. Terrified of this new place, terrified of these new people, and terrified of what the next 7 years would hold. About 2 hours into my first day, my feelings quickly changed. I knew I had found my second home, my lifelong friends, and priceless mentors. As we begin to grow in our own different directions, I want to reflect on what has made our roots so sturdy, unified, and forever connected. Mr. Dennison and Mrs. Umfrey can be seen as the parents of the school. They are the first to enter the building and the last to leave, spending countless hours to make sure everything runs smoothly. Oftentimes, we joke and say Mr. Dennison lives at the school, as you rarely pull up and don't see his car parked between the two buildings. Mrs. Umfrey is always the first to greet you with a cheerful hug or a comforting smile. They often devote every hour of their day to making sure every child has the opportunity to receive a quality education without ever asking for anything in return. Well, Mrs. Umfrey does ask everyone to work hard and be good citizens. The wonderful teachers in the school can be seen as our cool aunts and uncles. They are there to pick us up on our worst days and celebrate us on our best days. Mrs. Michelle's couch has heard our greatest triumphs and our worst tears, as she gives us advice for our future and helps comfort us. Many times, they always put up with our most annoying behavior. They taught us the most valuable lessons on patience and forgiveness, as Mr. Pritchett never got frustrated regardless of how much we talked in AP World. They all go above and beyond to make this place feel like our second home. Mrs. Atwood is notorious for giving us her infamous and delicious brownies, a simple act that shows how much we mean to them. Now on to my siblings, the class of 2022. Some of the class has been together since 2 years old, learning everything together, from simple tasks like reading, writing, and addition, to more complex tasks like driving, calculus, and how to answer the question, what is government? All of these which many of us have yet to grasp. One quality about our class that makes it even more sibling-like is our competitiveness. As siblings, we have always pushed one another to reach our full potential. We push one another to be better friends, we push one another to succeed in hard classes, and we push one another to score a few more points in Julie Jag. This competitive spirit has allowed us to become the best version of ourselves, and has maybe caused just a few arguments in PE. My siblings at UHA have also proved to be reliable over the years. We have been there to celebrate each other for our biggest achievements, and have also been shoulders to cry on the hardest days. They have helped make humor out of some of our not ideal situations. One of these instances occurred recently on our trip to Chattanooga. As we arrived at 5:30 a.m., we were greeted by an old, shiny bus that had big blue words covered in tape. When approaching our charter bus, you could see the tape was unsuccessfully covering the words Nashville.org. It was at this moment we knew we were in for a treat. Our what seemed like an 8-hour bus ride was full of many jokes about the condition of our bus. Like siblings, we found humor in every situation and made memories that will last us a lifetime. Not only do we love to laugh together, we are able to work well as a team. At our senior dinner, Mrs. Roberts referred to us as the good class, which I believe most teachers would agree with. That's why when Mr. Dennison walked into the school on April 13th, he was shocked to see the school had been overtaken by our senior prank. Desks were rearranged, balloons filled the hall, cans of beans scattered the lawn, and the ziggurat had been rebuilt by the extremely heavy picnic tables. As we had done well to keep this a secret, and the teachers thought we were never capable of doing such a thing, we were the first class to successfully pull off a surprise senior prank. That night, everyone worked together to accomplish a common goal and made many unforgettable memories in the process. All of these memories and qualities have formed us together as siblings, as well as the parenting from our teachers and faculty that have helped shape our roots. Now, as we branch into our separate ways, some of us to work, some to the military, and others to colleges across the country, I hope we always remember our roots will forever be connected and strong because of the family-like connection established at UHA. Thank you.
The National Society Daughters of the American Revolution is a volunteer service organization based on lineage to a patriot who fought or gave aid to the American Revolution. The DAR Good Citizen Award recognizes high school seniors who exemplify the qualities of a good citizen: dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. On behalf of the Colonel John Green chapter, it is my pleasure to present this year's DAR Good Citizen Award and pin to Sarah Davis.
Class of 2022, we did it. The moment we have been dreaming of ever since kindergarten, those 13 years ago, has finally arrived. The moment that felt like it would take forever to accomplish is here. Time is a weird concept. For in our younger years, even the weekends felt like light years away. But as we age, time seems to snowball into this fast-moving, never-stopping flash of events that if you aren't careful, will pass you by in the blink of an eye. It just seems like yesterday when we were all in lower school practicing for Mr. Weaver's end-of-year plays, intimidated of the clicking of Mrs. Nunn's heels walking down the hallway, and being so excited to waste all of our parents' money on strange erasers, smelly markers, and books that we had to have at the book fair. It was the years full of silly bands, hot pink justice outfits, and constantly dreading the terror of each week, worldly wise. As we sat there looking up to the cool middle schoolers, longing to be just like them, little did we know that we would assume that role in what felt like a matter of seconds. Oh, middle school, where do I even begin? The years full of awkward selfies and photos that our moms made us take. The photos that we look back on now and cringe, but deep down appreciate. The years full of gaining acne, puppy love crushes, and Mrs. Atwood's famous brownies. The years of finally getting lockers, physically running to class because of how afraid we were to be tardy, and eating lunch outside of our classrooms for the first time. Then came 8th grade and the infamous 8th grade dance, where we all had our first forced slow dance to Purple Rain by Prince. Middle school, a time of substantial growth, thankfully. A time that we look back upon now and laugh at the memories gained, the memories that once again shaped us into who we are. Then comes high school. Woof. The years of finally establishing who we are as individuals. We finally escaped the awkward stages and were able to focus on ourselves as well as our social lives. High school, the years of growing up. The years where grades matter, you find out who your true friends are and make the memories that you will tell your future children about one day. The years of homecomings and proms and learning to drive, some better than others. Then came senior year. Wow, senior year. The year of wearing sweats every day because you simply just don't care anymore. Checking out during study hall to go spend all of your money on Sonic and procrastinating your homework because major senioritis has kicked in. The year of stressing over applications, and more applications. But it was also the year of lasts. Our last first day of school, our last homecoming and prom, our last days getting to see our best friends every day, our last moments living in the same town together before we move on and are forced to grow up a little more. Our last memories before we start this chapter in our lives. So, once again, time is moving on, whether we like it or not. That doesn't mean that there aren't memories yet to be made, love yet to be shared, or fun yet to be had. But they just simply won't be high school. So, class of 2022, appreciate the moments we have had together, for we are yet to know how much of an impact they have had on us. We were so ready to grow up and get out that we might not realize that in these moments, these minor blips in our life, are the ones that shape us into who we are meant to be. It is special moments like these, celebrating a very monumental day, surrounded by your favorite people, that make time seem to slow down just for a second. Appreciate where the road of life has led you and look forward to what it has yet to bring. I know our class has a bright future ahead of us, and I cannot wait to see what it holds for each and every one of you. Thank you, and go Blazers.
Carry There we go. 3 years ago, I was sitting in the audience of the class of 2019's graduation, watching my sister Mookie give her valedictorian speech. To be honest, I have no memory of what she said because I was just worrying about the fact I'd eventually give the same speech. I even started thinking I should drop some classes so I wouldn't have to give it. But pushing my fears of public speaking aside, I know this can be a stressful time for graduates and their families as everyone goes down separate roads that will drastically impact our future. So I want to use my time to alleviate some of your worries, as I have seen firsthand how capable this class is. Athletically, the class of 2022 has found success time and time again, except for when we lost to the freshmen in Spirit Games. Let's pretend that didn't happen. However, success was not all we were taught from sports. We were taught to stand back up after being knocked down. We were taught to work side by side with our teammates. We learned to find what we had a passion for and grow in it. Academically, the bar has been set extremely high for future classes. Our class had 4 governor's scholars, 2 national merit finalists, 2 Commonwealth honors scholars, 33 students in AP classes, and 8 30-plus ACT scores. This class is not only full of brilliant minds, but is also driven to do the work required to reach their goals. Finally, and most importantly, our class has the ability to translate classroom skills to real-life situations. Let me take you back about a month. We had realized after coming back from spring break, we hadn't even thought of a senior prank yet. The class promptly came together and organized and following through with the first prank at UHA that Mr. D was not able to find out about beforehand. Sorry for the repeat, by the way. I want to thank all of the teachers and staff for making UHA what it is. Without you all, I wouldn't be up here bragging about this class. And thank you to my fellow graduates for being more than just classmates. You have all been great friends. I know this class is capable of grasping success, and since we won't be here in the morning announcements anymore, I'll say Miss Unfreak's line once more. Don't forget to work hard and be a good citizen. Thank you.
Each year, it's my privilege to award scholarships to NHS members who are valedictorians and salutatorians. I was thinking about the class of 2022, and I was reminded of when I was a little girl, way back. That time of like black and white TV, and you only had one landline phone in your house. That, yeah. Our neighbor had mowed over a little rabbit's nest in the woods behind our houses, and he probably shouldn't have, but he brought the baby rabbits to my siblings and me. There is really not much cuter than a baby rabbit. Oh, we loved them. So we would play with them, we fed them, we nursed them along. They were tiny when we first got them, but they began to grow and grow, and pretty soon they were amazing escape artists. We could not keep them in any container. And it became apparent it was time for them to go. We couldn't keep them any longer. No matter how much we loved them, no matter how much we enjoyed them being with us, it was time to send them on their way. I was so sad when we had to let them go, but we did it anyway. And I mourned their loss for a couple of years until a little maturity helped me realize, wait a minute. Look at all the rabbits that are living in the woods around our houses now. They're probably the offspring of those baby rabbits that we send out into the world. So such is the feeling of teachers every year when we have to send our little bunnies out into the world. So it's my pleasure this evening to honor 6 little bunnies. If you would come forward, I cannot carry all those statues and checks over here. Mr. Sam Cutoff. Miss Piper Hancock. Miss Emma Perry. Miss Hayden Hooray. Mr. Walter Kuhnman. And Miss Lauren Sisk.
One Art by Elizabeth Bishop. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day, except the fluster of lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice losing farther, losing faster, places and names and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last or next to last of 3 loved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, and vaster, some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent. I missed them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, a gesture I love, I shan't have lied. It's evident the art of losing's not too hard to master, though it may look like, write it, like disaster. We read this poem one day this semester in Ms. Hendricks's AP Literature class. And although I admittedly don't pay perfect attention in AP Lit since it's my last class of the day, I remember this specific poem vividly. We spent a whole day discussing it, but I really didn't need the discussion to understand the feeling this poem talks about. I found it so odd, the way it compares losing door keys to losing towns to losing people. And losing does get easier over time, and it really doesn't always cause disaster. So while it did make me think a little bit that one day we read it, I really didn't expect it to stick with me so much. But as I kept going through this semester, I kept thinking about it. You see, graduation has started to feel like a kind of losing. I'm losing the comfort of my hometown, the company of all the friends I've ever made, and the normalcy of living with my family. We're all losing the mental maps we have of these hallways and of these roads. Half the time I drive to school in the mornings, it's 99% muscle memory. That won't be the case in a few months. Most of us will spend more time away from home than in it. This town becomes where we come home on the holidays. So yeah, as much as we've all been very excited for this next stage of our lives, and as much as we've groaned and complained about being tired of high school and tired of living with parents, we're losing a lot. And just like the poem talks about, we've been losing very gradually over the course of this year. We lost our sports, our last soccer game, basketball game, softball game, etc. We lost traditions. We had our last homecoming, our last prom. Many of us had our last birthdays at home. We've already had our last midterms and finals and AP exams. Spirit games, Rotary volleyball games, it's all already lost. So while this day represents so much, in reality, we've been practicing this art of losing for months now. But it's been in small increments, small changes. And after all of them, we've always come back to school and to our families. The small things have changed, but now it's the big changes. We don't come back to school on Monday. We don't come back next year. When we were dismissed from assembly after school today, we were officially done. We will never sit in these classrooms again. We are losing our routines, losing seeing each other every single day. But this loss is no disaster, because I have no doubt that after leaving here and starting this next chapter of our lives, we are all going to thrive. We are going to meet people we had no idea existed and learn things we didn't think were possible. We will become adults and start our own lives, full of happiness and growth we can't yet imagine. Years from now, our lives will all be different. Faces and voices from our high school careers will begin to fade in our memories. We will struggle to remember the name of that one teacher or that one classmate. We won't remember exactly what classes we took senior year or which room we had them in. But the important things won't be lost. We will remember seeing our parents every day. We will remember how it felt to laugh at some funny comment in AP Gov or how fun it was to drive around with our friends. We will tell stories about our senior prank and show off pictures of ourselves at prom. And we will remember today, seeing our family and teachers who have put so much love and effort into our lives, and sitting beside people we will always refer to as friends. This is it. As we lose this last big part of this chapter of our lives, let's all remember that it really isn't disaster. Thank you.
Last fall, over 1,500,000 people around the country entered into the National Merit Scholarship Corporation competition. That list this spring was narrowed to about 15,000, and that list is narrowed further by the awarding of finalist competition to less than 2% of that original competitive group. Tonight I'm proud to announce UHA has 2 National Merit finalists. Lauren Sisk, Walter Koopman. Chairman Flynn, Mrs. Unfried, I have the distinct honor and the personal privilege of presenting to you for purposes of graduation the class of 2022.
Ethan Cole Alexander. Jalea Lee Lonnie Beatty. Julian Christopher Brown. Samuel McKay Cutoff. Allison Marie Craig. Brianna Mackenzie Daniel. Sarah Elizabeth Davis. John Tyler DeArmond II. Connor Allen Deal. We would like to recognize our next graduate. Anthony Ray Farmer has joined the Marines, and his recruiter is here. What an honor. Eston Willard Glover IV. Evan Bruce Galladay. Thomas William Graham. Emily Ray Grice. Piper Renee Hancock. William Robert Hancock. Riley Elizabeth Harper. Hayden Allison Hooray. Chase Michael Hendricks. Samantha Page Herman. Walter Koonman. Abigail Grace Love. Our next graduate has made a special request. His grandmother was the head of school at UHA for years, and she is very much beloved by the UHA family. Miss Pam Nunn. Miss Nunn gave the diploma to Wade's siblings, so he has asked that she do the same with him. Hunter Wade Mammon. graduate is a historical mark because our next graduate is UHA's 1000th graduate, Haley Shay Mason. William Clifton Maxwell. Sia Pungaj Patel. Emma Virginia Perry. Reagan Elaine Pollard. Another celebration. Our next graduate has joined the Air Force. Again, we are extremely honored and thankful. Mason Thomas Price. Evan Taylor Pyle. Kerrigan Elizabeth Rogers. Lauren Elizabeth Sisk. Chloe Nicole Smith. Valley Rose Smith. Riley Michael Staten. Michael Noah Toms. Trey Ryan Guanyi Wyatt. Mackenzie Carol Young. Congratulations to the class of 2022. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
and stand and join us in the alma mater.
These are days that